Hello everyone, it's me, your Daddy Spoon, King of Wakanda. I'm back with another random ultimate guide tutorial. Today I'm gonna be featuring the 7th map, which is Island of Ice. Island of Ice is known for being a very old map, a map that has been reworked and changed for quite some time. It was also a map that has been played in COTS, in several COTS, and several CB seasons, also ranked. Island of Ice is extremely good map, a lovely map. A lot of people do like Island of Ice. There's so many opportunities in every cap with Island of Ice, and yeah, it's one of my favorite maps as well. So today I'm gonna be featuring how to position yourself most likely in A, B, and C, how to play your objective in a destroyer, a cruiser, and BB in both in the three caps, both south and north spawns. So we're gonna start with DDs as usual. Usually I put my DDs as here, but yeah, I mean, I haven't done a VOD for quite some time since I'm having internet issues, sadly, but here we are, ready to rumble. And destroyers. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We start with DDs as usual. If you're playing a DD, you have options, especially on A. We start with A as usual. If you're playing it in a DD, you do this as usual. You take your flank. Wait 1 second, sorry. Wait a second. You take your flank. The red is a bad approach. The green is a good approach. You take your flank. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Because if you dive to the island, you have no spotting on 1-2. And if you don't have no spotting, it might be an issue. Because EDD can send it with a smoke bot, and you can be dislodged from this island. It looks like defended, but the moment they have an angle on you from here, you will be shot and they will kill you most likely. Take your flank. Even if you're playing like a high DD and you're the only one on this flank, you don't need to dive to the island. If you just spot the 1-2 and somehow you zone the enemies out like cruisers or BBs, you can always gain space. And as usual, you can gain space, win the flank easy, slow by slow, and then you can go for the DD. You might be raided by your ally. You can just smoke here, like here, and just shoot him and kill him for free. And yes, pretty much no support. A lot of DD do this. This is shit. You're leaving the entire flank for what? Like absolutely nothing. You literally lost the flank for your team. Just as a DD main, you're doing this. You need to go flank, secure flank, spot. Don't let anything sneaks in. Usually subs and DD spawn here, and if you go for line and leave 1-2 line for free, a sub or DD will sneak through and your team will die on this flank. So that's like almost 3 ships, 4 ships down in the start of the game. Something you really need to consider, and something most likely you shouldn't be doing, especially as a DD main or someone who like to play DDs a lot. Yeah. So apart from that, the red is a bad approach. A lot of people also do this. This is like shit. I mean, it's good, but it's shit. It's good if you have 2 DDs. If you have 1 DD going 1 line while the other DD is blocking the cap, not giving a free cap, it's also good. If you have if you're the only DD and you dive like this, even if you have hydro or radar, if you dive like this, you're not gonna like win shit. Like, yeah, you're in the cap, maybe you cap it, and then the enemy DD is here while you get the cap, and then he has like space on you, and there's a radar, probably a cruiser lair sitting behind an island. They radar and you will die. So don't do this as a DD. It's extremely bad. Even if you spawn into DDs also. 1 sec. شوف بالاحلام خافوك يا تبع ادخل. Well, I'm sorry for that. My cat has been violated by another cat. Oh my god. Holy shit. It scared the shit out of me. Holy moly. I'm not gonna restart the war just because of a fucking cat fight. Anyway, I'm sorry for that, but holy shit. Ah, back to the. Oh my god, I completely lost my focus. Back to the tutorial and the guide. So as a DD, even if you spawn both DDs here, you don't want to do this as a DD. It's bad. Again, don't leave your flank. You can spot middle, but it's not worth it. Don't do this. There's other people job, which is mostly DDs in middle. You know, you're not supposed to leave your flank just to do this. Red is bad. Green is Gucci. That's your DD gameplay. Also, you have extremely good Hydro and Raider if you play DD, and if you play DD and a Hydro and a Raider. If you play a Radar and a Hydro DD, this is what a 6 kilometer looks like. It doesn't cover the entire thing, but still, I mean, it's kind of decent. You see, that's why even if you go there, you're not gonna be able to tag the other edge of the island. Same from the north. You see, so even if you have a hydro or radar and you go there, it's not gonna be that impactful because the gaps are huge. They're really really big. So that's what 6 kilometer looks like. 6 kilometers shines in like B and C. You see, it literally shines there. Apart from that, you don't want to do this. This is what the 7.5 radar Gdansk looks like. This is 7.5, and this is, let's put a 9 kilometer radar. So even a Gdansk actually doesn't catch. 1 second. I mean, maybe slightly. Yeah, Gdansk, there's a blind spot for the Gdansk. Even if you radars and you are behind an island, there is literally no damage. Same for the small end. If you have like a small end here or here, you have the radar, but you won't catch anything. So again, go to the flank. If you go to the flank and you kill that dude for free, I mean, that's really really important, and it will win you the game 100%. Um, okay, DD. Let's remove this. Again, you guys understood that the red is bad, the green is Gucci. Okay. So now as a DD and you're spawning, let's say you're playing a Z, a vampire, Z4252, and a vampire, or a Lucian. This is good. Like, you can do this. A lot of people do this. Right? A lot of people do this, but I don't like this. I like this approach. I like this approach. 1 second. This approach is better. Because if you dive like this, you know, you can spot the upcoming ships. You know, whoever is coming, you can spot them. And then you can do this. You can do this and turn out. You don't turn in. Never turn in. Turn always out. Because if you turn in, people will mong on you. They'll just send it and kill you. They will kill you and they will die. That's their only objective. They will kill you and die. Always consider an exit plan. You do this and then you can run away and dodge like this. Or you know, you can do this. Like, you have options. But if you stay Bawin, you can't reverse faster than accelerating. So if you go like Bawin like this, you can't like reverse fast enough. You're slow, you know, like 10 knots. But if you do the left approach, you can always run away and escape death, which is something you need to consider. Same from the north spawn. Usually I do this. I do this. Like, cause this island provide cover, and then if I get spotted by something, I can like try to dive and then turn the last second and prepare an exit plan. Or I pull a tactical notser and then reverse slightly and go back like this. You know, just don't sit nose in towards it. Depends if you have like heavy cruiser lineup, it might not be the play. So always consider that. The red is a shit approach. You insta dive to an island. It's good like with the Z and stuff, but you don't have spotting, and the problem you might be in a crossfire situation, because if you're hided or radared, people will have angles on you. Like, usually it's from here. People can shoot you from here and shoot you from here. We play this island in COTS, and that island, it looks protected, but it's not protected. Especially people like do smokes like here or like here. They will have, or like vampire crawling or like Cerberus or wherever. They will have like line of sight, and something you need to consider as a DD. Also, this is the worst island you go for. Never ever go for this island. You see this island? It's the worst island in BCAP. It's so bad. It's big though, but it's really bad. There's no escape from there. There's a lot of space. For example, if you wanna run away, this is a lot of space for you to crawl from this island to that island, or from this island to this island. That's a lot of space for you to cover. Even in a Clabert or Marceau, that's a big ass space. Something you don't wanna consider. And this island is even worse. People will have even better and easier crossfire, especially this DD. You see this DD? I told you earlier on why this approach is good. He can sit there and literally farm you for free. Like, he can create crossfire like this, and they can shoot you. Same from this DD. Like, he goes like this, and he can shoot the other one. You see, everything is so well coordinated in cards. It feels like a chess game sometimes. And yeah, so like, this guy can have angles on this cap, like the 4 on the 6 and the 4 on the 6 from the north and south. So don't go for this island, it's shit. Even if you have hydro, which I will show you in a moment. Even if you have hydro, I mean, yeah, but you will be raided. The hydro is good here behind this island. It cover like, you know, this and this. Especially if you go there, he's dead. From the north, it's also like cover half of it, and this island, the important. If you dive here, this is what you cover. You cover like half of the cap. If you dive here, you also don't cover the entire cap. You know, there's always blind spots. Like there's always blind spots. You see, there's always blind spots. But you don't have to chase, commit, chase something. It's just because you have hydro there doesn't mean you have to int. You need to consider the enemy lineups. So yeah, this is a good one. We show you the bad approaches. You don't want to do that in ADD. And yeah, we jump into we go into the C cap in ADD. Again, you control your flank. There is no room for maneuver on 910 compared to the 1-2. 1-2, it's a, you know, it's an open space, almost 2 squares. But on the 10 line, it's kind of small, especially with this island. This island block line of sight, you know, and it kind of sometimes cruisers or radar cruisers use this island as an ambush factor, and they can ambush you. You spawn here, you do this as usual, but you need to go a bit wide, very very wide. And when you get spotted, you need to use the border and surf with the border, you know, because you don't have maneuvers, like you don't have like space. You don't go nose in. Never do this. This is the worst ever thing to do. You try to turn in, like you're literally fucking yourself. Like you go like this and you get spotted and you turn in. You even like turning inside of him, like you're turning towards him, and you giving that broadside will cost you nearly death. Like either you lose 15, 20k or you die. But if you turn out, the shells will take longer time for them to reach you. Also, you're running away, so you have time easier to dodge. And if you're still extremely deep in the radar range, you can use the border to surf. You know, you can surf and, like I said, fuck with his aim. But if you do the red approaches or you do this, like a lot of people do this, and then the insta turn, they have no idea what's on the other side. They do this, and the insta turn. You have no idea what's on this side. No idea. And there's a lot of radar cruisers, like literally wanna dive in and control and block the cap. Something you really need to consider. Speaking of blocking the caps, the good thing about Island of Ice, you can always contest the 3 caps. You put one cruiser here, one cruiser here, A is blocked. You put 1 DD here, 1 DD here, B is blocked, or 1 DD there, 1 DD here, B is perma blocked, and then you go for C, and you put one DD, sorry, one cruiser, 1 DD here, one cruiser, 1 DD here, and C is blocked. So you can have this exact 3 points or caps are being blocked, and there is no points being generated from both teams. That's like the beauty about Island of Ice. And in that case, back in the days in cost, people just send a cruiser or a DD to block the cap, and like the other 8 players try to find a gap or a situation to kill the other people who are behind an island. Like they find crossfires, they raided these people, they airdrop them with golden back in the days. So yeah, it's kinda extremely fucked, but it's really good because there's no points, and it's all about like Gandalf mode. You hold your position, you hold your ground, don't give space, and I like Island of Ice. I do like Island of Ice. So yeah, we don't do this on a destroyer. Again, red approaches. The red means bad approaches. The green is Gucci. That's what you need to do. DDs also do this. It's not bad, but consider the possibility. Like a lot do this. I see it. Okay, you have no idea what's here. You have no idea. Like if you dive here, you have no idea what's here or here. Don't do it. It's bad. If you spawn as another DD, there's a lot of DDs who do this, which is like not bad whatsoever, because you can stay away from raiders and torps, and you can snail, you can torp. Like if you do this, you can torp like this and create a crossfire. Whoever is diving here, if your DD ally DD is spotting, so you can create a crossfire and cross torps. But if you're the only DD, you need to control 910 first. You don't go for the cap. You have no idea what's on the other side. And caps again are extremely important, especially flanks. So yeah. That's what you need to do in ADD and island device. Also, if you spawn like usually it might be DD here and DD here. This is shit. This is bad, like really, really, really bad. You wanna go to B, understandable, but these two gaps you don't wanna go through, and you wanna go outside. Sorry, you wanna go the outside. You know, the out, the outside. You don't wanna go through in. This is death because this island will cock you. But if you're behind this one, you are very safe. You can literally park yourself there if you're radared, and you can like run away like this, go back like this, or go like this. Same from the north. You can hold there and stop. You can like make a turn and turn back like this, or insert turn out. But if you're doing this red approach, I've killed so many DDs doing this. Like you don't want to do this. Like it's bad. Yeah, you can do this like I told you early on, but you know, stop there and be ready to extract yourself like this. You know, if you commit, you're dead. If you do this in a DD, you're literally dead. Like, let's say 80%, 90% of the time. Anyway, this is my DD tutorial. We're gonna jump to cruisers. Cruisers, my favorite class with DDs. I'm a DD. I'm a cruiser main. A lot of people mistake me for a DD main, but I do play the classes a lot. I don't enjoy BBs lately since the meta has been shifted. Boats, super boats, like super CVs, like CVs, subs, HE spammers. Like I don't know, the game like is not matchmaking is extremely bad. Like BB is not enjoyable at this point. And you won't be winning any games with a BB. You need like to control the game, which is radar cruiser or a DD. Most likely DD if you wanna win. It's like playing the same ships over and over if you want to maintain your win rate, which is something extremely stupid, but it is what it is. Speaking of cruisers, let's remove this. A second. This. Oh, sorry. Okay, done. So, cruisers. If you play Des Moines or Salem or a Minnow or a Worcester, this is a very good position. If you dive there while you're DD going to block 1-2 line, like I told you earlier, it's really good. This island is so good. I love it. I really love it. You can sit there. You can open up on these people without being spotted. Same from south. You can open up on the people without being spotted. You can be spotted, but if you know how to park yourself, you can lob on them without them lobbing back on you, which is something I really, really like. You just need to learn how to park, how to lob on people. It's just like it requires some practice, but it's not that hard in the first place. So you just need to watch some, um, let's say, demon mains in action, and you should be Gucci. Anyway, so and as let's say Moskva, Stalin, Des Moines, Salem, anything Bawin, Marseille as well, Worcester, Minnow, Austin. You don't want to play Austin in the open water. You can use these islands. Sorry for that. You can use the islands and you can just lob on people, so which is something nice because you have your DD spotting, right? That's what we talked about earlier. You have your DD spotting, you're blocking the gap, and then you have like I don't know, ally BB or another cruiser support, which is amazing. And this is what the radar looks like. The 10-kilometer radars look like. As I told you, it can cover the entire thing, which is amazing. And 12 is even better. And that DD there, who went there, you can just smoke and shoot that dude, you know, and we kill him. And you're just being a radar bot at this point in this position. Same from north. You see, you can just sit there. You can dive slightly. You can radar the entire cap, that's for sure. With a 10 and 12, you can radar the entire cap. Your radar, your DD go here, smoke and shoot these people or snail it or wherever. So you need a lot of awareness. Also, the thing about the radar, you can cover a lot of 1-2 lines. So if a DD wants to rush you or let's say spot you, you can dive and radar and this entire space is blocked. You can do this, obviously. So we use the islands to surf, just like I told you on the 910. You just use the island to surf and don't give anything for free. It's like extremely important and extremely like situational, because if you don't consider the fact that the radar reach is almost like G1, like the G1 or the edge of the G1, and you dive and you get caught. I mean, and you don't turn in to turn away. Either you don't do this, you give him more time to kill you and more salvos on you. You turn out, use the border surf, and extract yourself from the radar range. That's what you need to play. If you play, however, the Genan, اسمي جينام. Jenin, if you play like the Jenin or Hindi or a Zhao or a Henry or any long Nevsky, um, any like long HE spammer, even the Brisbane can work on the 1-2 because Brisbane can have the tops and it can snail from distance, which is something extremely powerful. You can play around here. You don't want to go Zhao there or a Hindi, like it's just, or a Nevsky. It's stupid. Like it's just stupid. Half of your power is not there because you're forced to step away. The other turrets are not in action. You need to keep mobile, moving and shooting, and you can dislodge these people and farm them. Like from here, you can just club on them if you want. So yeah, just like some awareness, and yeah, you should be highly rewarded if you know what you're doing. Um, this is a bad approach for cruisers. You don't want to go there. Extremely dumb. But wait, the red one. This is bad. You can do this as well. The thing, this island is not protected, neither this one. They are kind of big, but you have no space to reverse. You're kind of blocked there. Like, you move forward slightly, you get fucked, and you're at the mercy of your teammates on the 1-2. If they fuck up, you're dead. Simple as that. Also, you don't do this. These islands are bad, especially if you dive like this. Like, this is a low. You see this position? This is a very low area. It's like a port, extremely low. Not this side. This side is like a big ass mountain. It covers you. From the south, it's bad. You don't want to dive in a cruiser like that as well. Like, you do this right approach. You can't do it from south, sadly, because yeah, it is what it is. I think this island is not balanced by any means, because north has an advantage on the south, because this island is way protected than the south spawn. But yeah, I think that's the downside of B cap, especially this island. Another thing, in a cruiser, again, you have the 12. You don't want to commit there. I mean, if you're stealthy, you can die, but if you play Moscow Stalingrad and you try to make it there, it's kind of hard. It's really hard to survive there, because you don't have. Sorry again. I'm yawning, holy moly. I just woke up and I wanted to do a map tutorial, so yeah. You don't want to dive in, because if you do, like, again, you will be dead most likely, so don't do that. Okay, we jump into B, like you're playing a cruiser. There's options. If you do this in a cruiser and you dive here, this is a very good position. In a cruiser, extremely powerful. Your radar there is amazing. This is what that's a 9, sorry. Let's put it again. So this is what a 10-kilometer radar would look like from there. Very powerful indeed. And you can like reverse slightly and tag the entire thing if you go there. You can block and you can like have the radar on B. And this is what a 12-kilometer radar would look like. Very powerful. I do like it. Let's remove this so you guys don't get confused. This is what a 12 looks like. If you go a Petru there, but if you play Moscow Stalingrad, you don't commit. Don't do a Stalingrad Moscow approach. Petru is tankier, but if you dive in a Moscow Stalingrad, most likely you're dead in the way. So don't do this. Like, you'll be spotted from here, and that's a lot of space for you to cover, and you'll be cross shot. You'll be forced to turn in or out, and tops. Nah, it's not worth it. Petru is worth it. It's tankier, stealthier, and if you put a Petru there, well, good luck killing him. You don't dive a Petru from south here. Again, this island is not protected by any means. You have options in south. Option number 1 is you play Petru and you insta do this. Like, you do this and you insta turn like this. As in, keeping the radar around, keeping the 12 around the cap. You try to reverse slightly to keep it. I mean, it's a short way. You don't do this in Moscow Stalingrad because, again, you have a bad concealment, and as in, people can cheek you and citadel you. Most likely you might get death struck sometimes. And a Petri is kinda harder, extremely hard to do that. And you can kite faster. Also, you have the 360 turrets. You can shoot here and here at will. Same from the north. In the north, you don't do this in a Petri, since you have this island and you have other islands, so it's just like bad. You don't dive here in those cruisers. Even in the Des Moines menu, you can do this, but it's kind of better to do this and immediately turn away, because again, the south is not protected as nearly as good as the north one. This is also a very good approach in a cruiser. Like, a lot of people do this. Is a mistake. You don't do this, because if you do this, okay, let's put them in red. If you do this to turn, or you do this to turn, or like this, you're dead. Because if you get spotted by a DD here or that DD, and you will be spotted, the island will cock you. You can't turn away because you see you're being blocked already by the island. Like you can't just turn away at will, and you can also like do this. And you want look from here to here. That's like 5 kilometers, and that's probably 2 or 3 salvos in the air, if not even more, from A and C. And if you do that, you just be punished and you will die. So the ready shit. This is the better one, the better option. Always consider better option. You do this, you hold there, and then you can crawl here. You can reverse, take the nose like from here. You can reverse, you can go and put yourself there. You can reverse and go like this, back like this. Same. Like when you spawn here, you can do this, and then you can do this. Like either you stop there, and then you can slightly reverse and do this. Stop there, and then you can like hold here, then you can hold here. It's up to you, or you can do this. And you have the options. You sit there to shoot this, or you go slightly like this and you shoot this and this and this. Same from the north. You stop there, you can shoot these people. If you go there, you can also shoot these people. It's up to you. You have like a lot of line of sight, so that's what you need to do, like in a Bowen cruiser. Again, anchor cruises, something with radar, Bowen, which is again Moscow, Stalin, Petro, Salem, Des Moines, and probably a not an Nevsky Asin, but probably a Minnow, since it has the stealth radar, can ambush DDs off guard. But you don't sit there. You need to keep moving, because those DDs tend to do the mistakes, and you can punish them for that. Seaside in a cruiser, perfectly good as well. You just dive there, you dive there. Um, in Moscow Stalin, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people do park here, like they literally park here. I mean, yeah, you can do that, but you're literally away from the game. Like you're really far away. You can support. Sorry, you can support by any means, and you're like literally in Narnia. You're like an anchor, but you're not even close to an anchor. You're pretty much AFK if you play these islands. If you dive again, you block the cap, you just provide so much like space, so much cover. This is what a 12 looks like. You see, this is very powerful radar, like especially if you're here. It covers a lot of distance, a lot, and people can like, if you radar and you tag like 5, 6 enemy ships with that deep 12 radar, your enemy may your allies might be able to rotate or see opportunities. Oh, there's 6, 7 people here. Okay, we need to push on A or win B or something. While you just activate Gandalf mode, you hold your ground as much as you can, because people, if they want to send it on you in a Schleven or some like retard moves, or people just go and ram you, well, you're not gonna survive that. So yeah. If you play Zhao again, Hindi or Jenen or just any HE spammer, you can do this and turn away. Sorry, 1 second. You can do this and turn. Be ready to farm as well. Turn and just farm on the people who try to dive. Same like this, because you have that DD who's gonna spot. Because in a Des Moines Salem, you can play here. Now, this island is shit. Don't play it. Neither this one. They're bad. It's really, 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 really bad. Yeah, this island is good in a Des Moines and a Moscow Salem. Like again, this is also not bad. The bigger the better, I must say. So yeah, these islands are very well protected and they're good. You have like also the 12 and the 10 to cover. The 10 doesn't cover it, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't cover it. So let's see. Yeah, this is what the 10 radar looks like. This is what the 12. Even the 12 doesn't cover it. I mean, but people won't sit there. They won't sit here, or neither there, because there's a cruiser here with the radar hydro, and if they are in the open water, they'll be chipped. So yeah, and this is what the 12s look like from there. You see these blind spots, but there's no DD that's gonna stay there. Like you should keep an island between you and the enemies. If you are in the open water like that, I mean, it's not recommended, because the island is kind of small quarters here. Again, every cap can be blocked at the same time. No one can generate points, and if you're sitting there open water, they can shoot you from different positions. This cruiser, if you're being huddled here, and that cruiser is sitting there to farm. So yeah, please consider that. Don't do this. This is extremely dumb. Wait, let's highlight it. This is extremely dumb. You sit there like, I don't know what the fuck are you gonna achieve. Also, don't do this. Really, really, really bad islands. Neither this or this are really bad. Don't do this. Yeah, also in a cruiser, don't do this. Like smoke on the edge. I don't know what the fuck are you doing. Like a smoke minnow or small lens, or Jenen. You don't want to do that. In Jenen, you play wide and spam tops. You just keep spamming smoke and spam and then reposition. Keep flooding the channels, because there's a lot of channels here. If you keep flooding those, you never know what you're gonna hit, and people do attend to reposition from one island to another, and in the meantime they take like 3 4 or maybe even a death track, so please consider that. Again, the red one is Gucci, the green one is the right approach, the safest and the most like optimal approach. The red approaches are the most stupid, retarded things. You do that, you die, like you're not considering the outcome of the battle. You just went there, and then what? You need to consider people who will have crossfires on you, you know, from middle or from here, and that island won't, like, you know, save you forever. Always consider this. Speaking of BBs now, we go for BBs. It's like I have an instruction, sorry for the noise. Let's remove all these. Okay, you're playing a BB again. Flank is important. You take your flank, like this, and be ready to one-shot this guy. So again, the cruisers needs to be, you know, careful when they dive. You dodge a salvo, then hold, and you can lob on this BB without him lobbing back. But if the BB have a brain and knows how to lob, I mean, he can't like shoot over the islands, because the island is big. But still, I mean, if you like peek, like, I don't know, long enough, I mean, potentially you might have a salvo. So always consider, especially if 457 or overmatch, you need to be careful. You play BB there. You don't dive in the start. You need to be, you know, patient, because again, torpedo threats, cruisers, CVs, subs, a lot of subs spawn on one line. You do this as well. You try to hold like this. If you spawn, try to punish, because a lot of people do this in a BB. I don't know why the fuck would they do this. I mean, they're literally flat. It's like they have a death wish. So you always like try to create a crossfire on the people who are trying to, you know, take it from here or here, or from here diving here. And those players are there. They're, no matter what, those players will never change. They are still there. They're doing this to this or this to this, and you can just literally punish them with, like, I don't know, stealthy thing, Borg, or like Wisco now, or Slava, or whatever. Like any BB that can punish, it will definitely punish it. You don't want to dive in the start, because if you do, it might be like risky. Also, you don't want to do this. You spawn in BB and going there, your cruiser is already blocking. You don't want to also do this in the start. Like if you just do this in the start, you're dead. You'll be surprised how quickly a tier 10 BB can die in a tier 10. Like one ship is enough to kill you in a minute. So always consider the outcome and the possibility of you dying really fast. So yeah, BB in B. I mean, BBs are kinda easy. You just an anchor, you know, an anchor a site, and that's it. You spawn here. Sorry, you spawn like middle. You do this option. You do this, and then you are ready to Gucci anything pushes or anything cross, and you're ready to shoot these people. You know, anything cross or go through. Like you can literally white bar him. Consider that. Also, you can do this. You don't want to go through. This is shit. Tops and people can fuck you, and the island will block you. Same as a cruiser, and you have even worse concealment. You do this, and you do this. It's up to you. There's a lot of people who dive, but you need to consider like who can shoot you. I don't recommend this. I feel like it's a trap, you know. And yeah, the good thing about this, you can lob on the people who are diving towards C. You can shoot the gaps. People don't like keep an eye on the gaps. Same from here. You can shoot the people who are trying to dive to sea. You can shoot the cruiser here, and remember that cruiser when I said the shit. If that cruiser reverse, you can also, maybe if you have a spotter plane, you can one shot him. You can shoot here as well. You have so many options. Same, especially your position. Your position is very good, so you just need to consider it. See, no, we put it. Sorry, we put it like this. We put it like this, and you're ready. If you're playing a BB on C, okay, you have two options. Sea Island is really protected, but you don't want to dive in that much, especially early game. Early game, you just grief yourself and your team, and you'll die for free. BBs usually tend to do this in the start, in the flank. They're ready to like kinda crossfire people. Again, the cruisers who are trying to dive. If you're playing a fast BB, you can achieve that, and you can punish those people. Also, like you can do this, and this is very good. A lot of BB mains usually do this, because if you're here, you can like anchor the site, and again, you don't want to commit. because remember this guy, he can sit there and he can lob on you. Same, like this guy can sit here and he can lob on you, and you can't lob back and you'll be triggered and you lose a lot of HP. You need to always consider this island, or you try to go and hold like this. You can sit there in the start, but if you start taking some damage or you feel your position is compromised, also you are in the open water, so remember there's a torpedo thread. You can always use an island, you know, to shield you from from the tops and from incoming fires, and you can create your crossfires. You don't want to dive in the start, even if you are playing Shliven, GK or wherever. It depends on the lineups actually, and the matchmaking. If you have like super CVs or subs or 4 or 5 DDs, that's death if you fucking try to dive in a BB. Even if you have Hydro, that Hydro won't last forever. They wait for your Hydro, they will mong on you, you will die, and you're gonna start, you know, feeling down, and you know, it's not a pleasant experience, let's put it that way. So yeah, you always consider the flank. Again, BB is not that big of a deal. You just need to create your own crossfire, know like where to shoot. You know, everything is like a chess game. Like I told you, everything can shoot everything. It's so lovely. It feels like I'm creating a masterpiece here. You know, it's like I'm creating a dress right now. I just need to put 2 legs. You know, and yeah, this is like a dress. You see, it's crazy how like so complicated World of Warships feels like, but it's so easy at the same time. Like everything is like, it's like a chess. It's all squares. You know, consider it's all squares, and find a square like to shoot that square. Or like, it's kind of crazy, man. It's so crazy. I do love this game a lot, especially with like if you understand the mechanics and you understand your role as a ship, what you're supposed to do, also like the points and stuff. But yeah, let's not drift forward. This is my tutorial for the day. Again, just consider what I've showed you in the discos and BBs. You don't do the red approaches. Also, this is a red approach. This is stupid. Don't do this, neither this or this. Like, I don't know why people keep doing this, but we take them, right? Like, we just take them. That's a free damage for us and all of you guys. But yeah, apart from that, hope you guys enjoyed this 7th map of the pool, the ultimate random guide how to become a better player. I'm showing the boys and the people how to become actually better in certain classes they do love and play a lot. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me on the Discord. Also, you can watch me on. 1 second, sorry. I got the message. Yeah, you can watch me on twitch.tv/wordsfound. Feel free to come and press a follow. I'm currently working on 1500 follower goal. Also, feel free to press a likes, comment, and a sub on my YouTube channel if you like what you're seeing. You guys are pushing me towards a better content. Thank you so much for your time, your support, and I will catch you in the eighth map of this series. And see you later, I guess, in CBs. And that's it. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time. King of Wakanda is out.